So with that, I leave you with the immortal lines from the film, which of course go, "Synthetic flesh, synthetic flesh, synthetic flesh, synthetic flesh." And he seemed to be saying to me, "Rats, rats, rats, thousands, millions of them. All these will I give you, if you will obey me."
He's crazy.
They're all crazy. They're all crazy, but you and me. Sometimes I have me doubts about you.
Yes.
Even a man who is pure in heart and says his prayers by night may become a wolf when the wolfbane blooms and the autumn moon is bright.
I cough. You see, bone gets stuck in throat.
Nothing the burgomaster has to say could be of the slightest importance.
He went for a little walk. You should have seen his face.
I was booted out. Booted, dear Baron, is the word for knowing too much. To a new world of gods and monsters. You will give me more Warner Archive Blu-rays with restorations of classic film titles. I have come to depend on them, watching as I have every night from my box. Then perhaps you can crash out and Pard will be there. Only you might want to keep an eye on him. He's supposed to be a bit of a bad luck charm. So with that, I'm off to find and buy an apple from Old Apple Annie, because if I don't, I'm going to keep on being on a losing streak. And just hope that you don't someday have to move into a dollhouse. Can't be too careful with all those weirdos around. Tisk, tisk. And to think our tax dollars go to pay those bozos. The extras features may not be much, but it's been that kind of day. And I think Alfred is tired of me talking because he really wants to polish the silver. No, these aren't my clothes. I just went gay all of a sudden. I've got to run off because I still can't find my intercostal clavicle. And with that, so I can let in the telephone repairman, I want to say thank you ever so much for watching. I'm pretty sure Clint Eastwood didn't dub his own dialogue with a cigarillo in his mouth. The Italian and German disc on one side, the Kino disc on the other side, and me right in the middle. Crazy bell ringer was right. There's a lot of money to be made in this town. See, Leone fans don't like releases getting screwed up. They get the crazy idea you're screwing with them. Now, if you make this release right like I know you're going to, I might be able to convince him that you really didn't mean it. Awful hard to like something when there's so many compromises in the release. Okay, enough of that. The Italian and German Blu-rays on one side, maybe the Kino on the other, me right in the middle. Too dangerous. So long. Is actually going all the way back to... I knew that was gonna happen. I knew it.
News on the march! Legendary is Citizen Kane, the picture that lives on in the hearts and minds of millions. Today, almost as legendary is the Criterion Collection, world's most famous boutique label. Here it was that in 1984, the label's first release was Citizen Kane. A deluxe special edition Laserdisc broke new ground in the then early days of home video. Now, after 30 years of separation, Kane returns to the fold in a new 4K restoration. Spine number 1 has become Spine 1104. A new entry for the company into the UHD realm. Contents of Kane's palatial UHD. Interviews, commentaries, video essays, the very radio plays of the Mercury. A collection of everything so big it could never be catalogued or appraised. Enough for 4 discs. The loot of the world. Like the immortals, Kane's legacy leaves many stones to mark its grave. Since the camera, Kane is the greatest monument a man has built to cinema. Its humble beginnings in the Mercury Theater, an upstart group, Kane's energy in its glory held dominion over legendary cinematography, cinematic breakthroughs, the entire RKO technical staff, an empire upon an empire of talent. Famed in American legend is the origin of Kane. How to Boy Wonder Orson Welles by RKO in 1939 was awarded the greatest contract in motion picture history, the final cut. Kane found its way onto many video releases, the Criterion Laserdisc being the most revolutionary. Other companies would reissue the picture later on. Criterion releases a deluxe version for the last time. For 30 years, Kane appeared in Turner and Warner Brothers video issues. No boutique label reissues. No innovation in overall package. No release that fans did not support or denounce. Often support, then denounce. Many video releases, many disappointments. First, the Lowry Digital Master on DVD, which had horrible over-sharpening and digital noise reduction. 10 years after its first DVD, Kane debuted on Blu-ray, new format of high-definition capability. For release 2, on this greater capacity Blu-ray, Kane was restored by Warner Brothers. Conceived for the ultimate treatment, carrying over DVD extras but featuring the still lackluster audio track. Why? No man can say. Kane, as impressive a Criterion announcement as it was, in all corners was never granted approval of its cover design by the fans of physical media. Then, suddenly, just as initial copies were released, an error. Painful. Ignominious. Error that caused the Blu-ray disc to be unwatchable, forever marking those discs with HDR to SDR conversion failure. Criterion issues statement of recall program. Release delayed. Untold copies pulled from store shelves. Unsold. Scrapped. Kane hoped to change the world, but Kane's world is now history. The great picture itself lived to be history, outlived its power to make it. Yet alone in its legendary, already decaying public standing, welcoming yet seldom newly embraced, never dated, an emperor of undying strength continues to direct its everlasting social conscience, sparingly attempting to sway, as it always has, the destinies of an audience that had never ceased to listen to it, never ceased to trust it. Then this year, as it must to all pictures, renewal came to Citizen Kane.
Youth, on the mark! That's it.
Hello. Stand by. I'll tell you if we want to run it again.
Well,
I've got to go and gift wrap my box of cigars. I've got to make sure and doctor it up because it's the only way I can get poor old Jed Leland some cigars because, you know, those doctors, they just want to keep him alive. There is a man, a certain man. What is his name? His name is Charlie Kane. You wouldn't happen to have a nice cigar, would you? Hello, and welcome back to this damn fool idealistic crusade.
Okay, I can't do it anymore.
Dead or alive, it's your choice.
Let the review go.
Now, the jerk... Doggone it, I knew that was going to happen. And thanks ever so much for watching. I've got to go because they're holding box 5 open for me at the Opera House.
I close the iron door upon you. Buy it before the iron door is closed upon you.
And as always, thanks ever so much for watching.
Let no one leave. Move only at your peril. Warner Archive will not stop until you see the 4K scan of the film that reunited Todd Browning with Bela Lugosi and also reworked elements of Dracula into a remake of London After Midnight. Watch out! They may be hovering over you, and you, or you! Danger stalks through the night. No one is safe. MGM cut the film down to just over an hour. They were fools. I hereby summon to this Blu-ray every person within the sound of my voice. You shall be judges of this eerie picture. Here we shall meet. Blood-sucking vampires are on the loose, terrorizing the frightened residents of a tiny village in this long-lost horror masterpiece, Mark of the Vampire.
The soul of man can be separated into two. The much more appropriate side, the much more streamlined and side devoted to good and right and virtue, as represented by the silent and MGM postcode sanitized versions. And the other side, the so-called bad side, the side that revels in darkness and perversion and sex and mayhem and murder, the pre-code side. These are the two sides of film production in man. I propose that they can be separated and analyzed, each distinctly as their own individual case of the same tale. Which you prefer is, of course, up to you, but it is the human nature to prefer the majestic power, the call of the pre-code.
Free! Oh, Rainsford, I do get so very tired of terrible public domain transfers and transfer problems with the most dangerous game. It's beginning to bore me. How I wish there could be one release to give me back the thrill of the hunt.
I have to now go prepare for yet another hunt for maybe trying to restore the audio track myself, Rainsford.
Hello and welcome back to this damn fool crusade. I am damn fool of Loxley and my accent is going to fall completely in and out of place as this video goes on.
I can't keep that up. Sorry, I couldn't resist. Is there a Mr. Carter in the room? I'll have a 4K UHD restoration in Dolby Vision HDR with a limited edition hardbox poster and book. I want you to turn your Dolby Vision on, take your booklet out, unfold your poster, hang it on the wall. I want you to watch your special features, all of them, right now. Yes. I'm about to talk about some tomfoolery. To be quite honest, if Criterion was not going to put their full effort into it, they shouldn't have bothered, and I would have rather have had a perfect Blu-ray transfer and release from Warner Archive than another slipshod Criterion release. I said it, bitch! I said it! It sounded more Elton John. I'm still standing talking about panel codes to survival. Oh my God. With a copy of Gossip. Somewhere, Doug, you were laughing your ass off.
I had my suspicions about Zoetrope, but it was not until this day that I knew it was Don Paramount behind everything.
Maybe someday with a proper, once again, archival restoration, with a full archival mindset like the 2007 restoration, that maybe with the next release of the Godfather films, that just maybe we'll get there. We'll get there, Pop. And thank you ever so much for watching.
Ooh, look at that green.
Gee whiz.
And no, I don't have a mark on the back of my neck, see? No mark! No mark!
We're live here on the red carpet for the Physical Media Awards. And who do we have coming down the line here but Criterion's 4K UHD Blu-ray combo release of Shaft with its gorgeous new artwork in the traditional Criterion package with a really riveting purple background. And here is British label Second Sight's release of Hammer's 1959 masterpiece version of The Mummy in its deluxe limited edition hardcase set. Look at the gorgeous new artwork. And here's Arrow Video's 4K UHD release of Robin Hood Prince of Thieves with its beautiful limited edition package. I think the packaging and the book along with the poster really make this an impressive limited edition package. Much more impressive than just a case-only approach. And here's two from the Warner Archive contingent with their restorations of A Star Is Born and the 1931 Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, with the stark artwork and original poster artwork really making their Blu-ray cases come to life. And here's the Warner Archive's big release of the year with a record number of nominations, their release of The Wonderful World of the Brothers Grimm, which looks absolutely stunning in this Blu-ray keep case. A gorgeous deluxe 2-disc special edition affair complete with reproduction of the original souvenir program. This one really has the chance to sweep the awards tonight. But not so fast, because here's Ignite Films' 4K UHD release of Invaders from Mars with this lovely slipcover action here on the red carpet. Invaders from Mars is also nominated for a record number of awards, including Disc of the Year. Here's 2 nominees for Best Artwork this year from Eureka's Masters of Cinema series, The Hunchback of Notre Dame and The Most Dangerous Game, each dressed in a beautiful, breathtaking, gorgeous new slipcover with beautifully reproduced original artwork. These 2 are a shoo-in for Slipcover of the Year award. 2 representatives of the Indicator label, the 5th in their Columbia Noir series, the Humphrey Bogart collection, and their dual film set of Robin Hood and Hammer, both in the now absolutely iconic hard-case Indicator sets with gorgeous stark imagery on the hard case with a beautiful, bold choice of background cover and the Indicator signature of the belly band. Here's Sony's Columbia Classics Volume 3, their 4K UHD box set entry into the UHD Box Set Awards. With its lovely deep blue and silver highlights, this is a really wonderful display piece. And featuring an interesting mixture of 6 iconic Columbia titles, including absolutely breathtaking upgrades of landmark classics like It Happened One Night, finally coming to 4K UHD. Here's the surprise late entry from Arrow Video, the UK exclusive release of the 1998 masterpiece Croupier on 4K UHD, with this gorgeous new artwork on this beautiful slipcover. This, of course, is the slipcover found on the limited edition, which really makes bold usage of this new artwork. And here's Croupier joined by Mike Hodges' Companion, the BFI's release of Get Carter on 4K UHD in its deluxe limited edition package. Mr. Carter, can you tell us any more about what you're wearing in this beautiful limited edition hardcase set?
I have 4K UHD in Dolby Vision HDR with a limited edition hardbox slipcase, poster, and significantly long book. And of course some art cards. Unfortunately, I couldn't con them out of a train ticket.
And now, the moment that only diehard film nerds and physical media geeks were probably maybe kinda sorta waiting for, the 2022 Best Discs of the Year.
I am an idiot, la 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 la.
Tonight we are taking care of the damn fool.
But Johnny, not tonight. I'm sleepy. We'll do it tomorrow or the next day.
Look at me, Doctor. You can see that it's got to be done, can't you?
Yeah, I know that look.
It's a little late to dissolve our partnership.
Okay, Johnny, okay, we'll do it. But the quick way, huh? The quick little twist like in London.
No, Doctor. I think this calls for something special. I think perhaps the Melbourne method.
No, not the Melbourne method, please. 2 hours.
And now, Doctor, we go to work.
No, Johnny, I cannot operate without a drink.
Pull yourself together, Doctor.
I cannot pull myself together without a drink.
Arsenic and Old Lace is finally on Blu-ray. Normally I'm a damn fool, but I'm not quite myself today.
And with that, I just have to say to Criterion's poor encoding practices, and to everyone else, I'm the son of a sea cook. Don't charge. Charge!
Look, up on the release schedule.
It's a 4K scan.
It's a new Blu-ray.
It's the Warner Studio label.
Faster than a speeding mastering process. More powerful than a boutique label. Able to cut corners in a single bound. This amazing incompetence from a studio label. The label of stupid. Warner Home Entertainment. Possessed of an amazing lack of care, the Warner Studio label fights a never-ending battle for true incompetence. Disguised as a mild-mannered studio entity behind crap disc releases. Warner Home Video. Congratulations, Lois. That was a terrific story.
Thanks, Chief. It was all due to the Warner Studio label. Oh no, what'd I do? I hear the drums. I hear the drums! I hear the drums! There must be doom approaching! No! I haven't had that much luck with critics and the general public. Maybe it's because the original edit of your film was never released and shown to critics and the general public. So to Disney's revisionism, I only have one thing to say, which I think is appropriate in regards to The French Connection, which of course is the iconic "The world shall hear from me again."
Now he had become the still center of that film distribution hell of misfortune. The cinematic world turned round him, leaving him miraculously untouched. The little film circles the spinning wheel of cinematic cult status acceptance. The croupier had reached his goal. He was no longer stuck in video hell. Now he had reached the point where he no longer heard the sound of falling on deaf ears. The Arrow Films 4K restoration had brought him home to the place where he was born. The croupier's mission was accomplished. At last he was seen as a masterpiece. He had acquired the power to make you swoon.
Good morning, Mr. Crusader. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to review the entire video history of the first Mission Impossible film. This tape will self-destruct in 5 seconds. Good luck, Crusader.
I quite liked this tape, you know. Well, I guess I will choose the Cinema of the Caribbean.
I have a vital message for you. Do you feel uptight, tense, taut? That's why I am here. To tell you a simple word. A word that will give you immediate release, make a new man or woman of you. And yet the secret lies in one easy-to-remember Anglo-Saxon 4-letter word.
Pulp. It's all about popular entertainment. This is the world's worst Lionel Stander impression, but this is such an oddball picture.
Big mouth, you're killing the whole spiel. Ladies and gentlemen, the word is pulp. P for laughs, U for excitement, L for action, P for fantastic.
Imagine a British beat the devil and you start to get the idea. It's pulp. Popular entertainment.
Yours sincerely, Lionel Stander. Run me off 20 million copies of this pitch.
Good morning, home video enthusiasts. Your mission, should you decide to accept it, is to obtain proof of the theatrical audio mix and research the home video history of the first Mission Impossible film with some discussion of the sequels in the franchise. I don't have to stress the importance of this matter to you. Because of its urgency, I've already sent a team selected from your usual group. Ethan Hunt.
Can we get a cappuccino machine in here? Because I don't know what you call this junk.
Ethan Hunt.
Help me help you. Get a cappuccino machine in here.
Ethan Hunt.
Coffee is all about the perfect balance of freshly prepared grounds to hot, fresh, boiling water.
Ethan Hunt.
I can't work without my coffee.
Ethan Hunt.
I want the cappuccino machine!
Ethan Hunt.
This guy is gonna get us the cappuccino machine.
Ethan Hunt.
You know what, Kittredge? Your coffee sucks.
And Ethan Hunt.
I feel the need for a cappuccino machine.
As always, should you or any member of your videophile force be caught or killed, the Secretary will disavow all knowledge of your actions, just like they're disavowed in every Mission Impossible film. This high-8 tape will self-destruct in 5 seconds. Good luck.
This home video nerd will self-destruct in 5 seconds.
Holy Mother of God. The theatrical audio mix of Mission Impossible 1.
This video will self-destruct in 5 seconds. The Indiana Jones 4K UHD collection. And now it is time to open it and discover if you have finally found the one true archival release of these films. You haven't. It's iconic Lucasfilm titles handled by Paramount. Did you think it was going to be anything different? How many editions of Batman films do you have? A handful? You have a lot more than a handful of Batman video editions. How many editions of Batman do you think we need on video? What, 6? 6? 6? 6? Yeah, 6 is good. And then, of course, The Eisman Cometh! And we got Batman and Robin in 1997. We're 5 little formats of an everyday video sort. You'll find us all in an eBay search. In A-E-I-O-U, vowels. Not entirely unclever, sir, but what do all these video editions have in common? What do these video issues and problems mean? Every video release in Riddle contains a number, and they arrived in this order: 22, 2, 8, and 3. Meaning, letters of the alphabet? Of course! 22 is V, 2 would be B, 8 would be H, and 3 would be C. V, B, H, C. Perhaps 2 and 3 are 23. 23 is W. V, H, W. How about WHV? WHV? And another name for a video label? Home Video! WHV. Warner Home Video. Warner Brothers. These issues are obviously a sign of Warner's gonna Warner. You really are quite bright, despite what people say. Are all the editions available? All except the archival version in picture and sound, but it hasn't been tested. Tonight's a good night.
You don't really think you'll win, do you?
Things change. I don't have an ape suit because unfortunately mine rotted. I wish I didn't have to discuss these headaches all the time with the Warner Studio label, but unfortunately it's the Warner Studio label. So to them, I really only have one further thing to say, and I think the most fitting thing in regards to Enter the Dragon should simply be this. Darn, they're out of wigs. Well, can I get the Prince Valiant wig? I have no shame.
These films have now been properly taken care of with an archival mindset. I must go and move on to other films now. In this world of film transfers and physical media releases, wherever the Crusader goes, he will continue to analyze film transfers and disc releases on his own.
And as always, thank you ever so much for watching.
Ow! I knew this in the dark gag was a bad idea.
Good evening, public domain transfers of Bela Lugosi films. This is a new shaving lotion I have developed. It is for the throat in particular. You should try it. Goodbye, public domain home video transfers of the Devil Bat. Ah, the new restoration master from better elements of the Devil Bat. Are you ready to strike vengeance against all the public domain transfers that have kept the Devil Bat in terrible public domain video hell for so long? Yes, it is now time to properly enjoy the Devil Bat once again. On the Kino Blu-ray this time, in a new preserved master to perfectly show off the beautiful wonders of the Devil Bat.
Questi maestri li rovini Paramount. 4K, 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 4K. On 4K masters like these, when skies are teal and encoding is crap, I look around and think about what might have been. And then I see sweet raw 4K scans float around my head as I recall the many things Paramount screwed up. And it's on 4K masters like these that I remember competent encodes and color grading, while Paramount plays games with me. On 4K masters like these, I wonder what became of the raw 4K scan. Maybe today you are sitting in a vault with someone new. On 4K masters like these. On 4K masters like these, questi mistri li rovini Paramount. 4K, 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 on Paramount masters like these, on Paramount masters like these.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
You're only supposed to make the bloody master right. Typical, isn't it? I'm in a Paramount 4K master for 5 minutes, and already I'm in a crap on code. Hang on a minute, lads. I've got a great idea. This is the Film Preservation Society. 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 Get a bloomin' move on, Paramount!
Who knows what evil lurks in the hearts of men? The shadowed circle knows.
Oh crap, it's time for me to report and I forgot Burbank's phone number. I'm screwed. He's gonna kill me.
SATCOM 7.
Central USA, unsecured.
Designator.
Bravo, Echo, 1-1.
Switching. This is Paramount.
Go secure.
Okay, go ahead.
This is the Crusader. They're duds.
What?
Who's duds? My UHDs! My UHDs are duds! Jesus. The theatrical audio mix of MI1 is gone! They knew we were coming, man. They knew we were coming, and the mix is gone!
Are you intact?
The mix is gone! Did you read me? The mix is in the open! Listen, I read you. Let's just bring you in safely, and then we'll worry about that, okay? Were you followed? I don't think so. Don't think. Be sure. Are you clean? Yes. Okay. Location green. 1 hour. I'll be there myself. You're discussing video releases? 1 hour. I can't tell you how sorry I am. I know how much Mission Impossible, in particular the first film, meant to you, Crusader. Personally as well as professionally. Yeah. Here's a box set, digital copy, usual drill. We'll work the UHDs through sales, debrief you on emails, throw the forums a bone or two. You know, toss them a few suspects. You follow me? Yeah, I follow. I think we've been criticized enough for one night. You mean I've criticized you enough for one night? You seem hell-bent on blaming us, Crusader. Who else is left? Yeah, I see your point. Why was there another bad encode? What? Of the first Mission Impossible film? I don't quite follow you. Well, see if you can follow me around the transfer. The new 4K scan hiding an incompetent encode popping up at various intervals. The couple of noise halos at certain spots. The long shots looking dodgy and noisy. Burned in dodgy looking location captions. The screwy MI1 transfer. You're worried about doing it right. Why? Well, for a little over 2 years, we've been spotting serious blowback in Paramount operations. We have a penetration of numbskulls. The other day, we decoded a message on the internet from a Paramount division we know as Home Video, the ones in charge of all your screwy 4K masters. That's right. Paramount Home Video, it seems, has 2 unique gifts, a capacity for screwing up 4K masters and for getting away with it. This time, they'd gotten to the MI franchise. They'd gotten themselves in a position to make our MI UHDs, an operation they referred to as Job 1 through 6, the job they thought was going off unnoticed. But the UHDs were full of tomfoolery. That's correct. The actual 4K scans and theatrical audio mix of MI1 is secure at Paramount. The Blu-rays are the 2007 discs. They're some of ours. The bundled Blu-rays are the 2007 discs. The bundled Blu-rays are the 2007 discs. Yeah, the transfer problems are deep inside. And like you said, you found them. I want to show you something, Crusader. Since your Paramount discoveries, your reviews have been calling us out. And now, suddenly, they're multiplying. Our UHD of MI1 was supposed to have the best lossless 5.1 audio, but releasing the theatrical 5.1 mix untouched can be a very expensive proposition. So, why don't we quietly get out of here and continue to ignore you? I can understand you're very upset. Paramount, you've never seen me very upset. All right, Crusader, enough is enough. You have reviewed, found, and exposed our tomfoolery, and you have done it using the discs we've put out. You want to shake hands with the disc devil? That's fine with us. We just want to make sure that you do it in video hell.